Yes, this is the Engwe L20. This bike is a 250 watt motor cargo bike. And I've got to say, it's a tank. Yeah, so hi guys, welcome back to another vlog here on the channel. Engwe sent me the L20 for review, and I'm doing this review a little bit differently today. Instead of the unboxing process, I'm skipping that. I'm just going to talk about the bike, and I'm going to start off just showing you the bike. I've got big plans for this bike that I want to delve into next weekend, but I want to quickly show you the bike out of the box and basically give you a little tour of what you get. Now, the L20 is a cargo bike, meaning it has a front and back storage rack. It's big, it's powerful, but it's legal. It has a 250 watt motor, or does it? Yeah, the L20 is a serious piece of kit. Coming in just under £1,000, you get a lot of bike for your buck here. You've got this beautiful, sleek black design, almost stealth looking. Massive 20 by 4 inch Chaoyang Fat Boy tyres. So yeah, I'm going to show you around the bike. I've only ridden it for about 5 seconds to get to this location. I've got to say, the power in this thing, for a 250 watt rear hub driven motor, this thing has some serious torque. I've literally had 5 minutes on the bike, and yeah, without trying to sound too much like a Top Gear presenter there, I'm going to show you around the Engwe L20. Probably my favourite bike to date. This thing is absolutely incredible. It has so many hidden talents, it's unreal. It sometimes looks can be deceiving, and the L20, just a standard 250 watt motor e-bike, or so Engwe want you to believe. Yeah, we'll start off at the back. You do have Shimano Tawny gears, 7 of them. You have a massive rear hub motor, which is 250 watt, beautiful metal mud guards, a rear brake light, huge rack for a pannier bag up to 25 kilograms. Just this beautiful black finish throughout, black and white. It's consistent throughout the whole bike. It does come in different color schemes, but I really like the black and white. Really good, solid, wide foot pedals, a huge 13 milliamp battery, giving you quite a lot of distance there. I haven't done any real world tests yet, but they claim it's probably about 50 to 60 miles on that thing. It's really nice seat release mechanism here, of course, for quick battery removal and charging. They also sent me this fantastic Engwe branded back pannier bag, step through frame design with the cables integrated into the frame, adjustable front suspension forks as well. These pretty nifty BMX style handlebars give a very comfortable seating position. Also, so much real estate here for accessories like a phone mount, a camera. It does come with twist throttle that out of the box is restricted, but you can unrestrict that in the settings. Pretty easy. This huge front cargo rack, up to 13 kilograms, a nice front bike light there. And of course, your LCD display screen, 5 levels of assistance, and cable mechanical brakes. I think Engwe have done a fantastic job of getting this bike under £1,000. And of course, a key and lock system to turn on and off your bike there, and to remove the battery. So there's no denying this bike is beautiful to look at. It has this lovely black sleek finish, beautiful step through frame, and really innocent look about it. From looking at this bike, you would say it's fairly inconspicuous and innocent, but let me tell you, from that ride I've just had, it's not. It's an absolute tank. I haven't done the hill test yet. All the tests and stuff will be done later, but from my initial impressions of just the ride to get here to show the bike off, it's really good. Yeah, and that front throttle does come restricted out of the box, but I've unrestricted it because I like to break the rules sometimes. I'm a bad boy. Yeah, that's my first impressions of the bike. Fantastic build quality, a powerhouse. I can't wait to get it out on the open road and do some proper tests. I've been using the Engwe now for about a week on and off to work. I always like to use these things for a while before I give an in-depth review, as you know. I've got to say, I'm impressed with it. So this is where the throttle comes handy. Hill start. Yeah, it has got a throttle. It does come unlocked out of the box, so it is UK legal, but I've unlocked it because I just find it a much more safer option to have a throttle. I've always mentioned pulling away at traffic lights and junctions. It's just a safer option to have a throttle there, so you can basically keep up with the flow of traffic. That's why I don't understand the laws. 15.5 miles an hour, it's it's not enough. But this isn't a lore video, this is a e-bike video, a review video, yeah. And this is the Engwe L20 cargo bike. Just put that in pedal assist free, give me a bit more power going up the hill. But this thing, it tackles hills absolutely perfect. It's a hill climbing beast, it really is. The battery test, I've been using it in roughly pedal assist number 3. It has got 5 levels of assistance. 3 is about 18 miles an hour. But I found that's all you kind of need. I've had a full week going to work and I got down to about 2 bars of battery and done about 18 miles over the week. So the battery range is probably 20 to 25 miles if you leave it in assist number 3. I have had to adjust the brakes somewhat out of the box. They do come a bit spongy and not very well aligned. They were rubbing a little bit. So like all things in shipping, these things get moved around. So before you set out on your journeys, I would suggest just realigning the calipers and tightening everything up. Nuts and bolts check. But the 250 watt motor feels a lot more powerful. I think it's taken a lot from the battery and the controller. See, this thing, it goes about 25 miles an hour. 36 volt battery, 13 amp hours, so not the biggest amount of range in the world, but enough for a commuter bike. There we go, we've got a green light. Someone's smiling on us. It's just a pleasure to ride. Those big fat tyres roll over really well and give such a comfortable ride. Effortless, it does seem effortless. But it is like driving a tank. It's a big bike and it feels big. You do feel like a king though riding it. You feel like you're king of the road. You do. Honestly, and it's such a head turner. When this thing comes roaring past you, it gets so many looks. And it is a completely legal UK bike. The only grey area, of course, is the throttle. God, there's potholes galore up here. Cyclists dismount. If I was to have one criticism, I always have to find them in these videos. It would be the lack of hydraulic brakes. It's a big bike and it's fast and it's heavy, and I find mechanical brakes just haven't got the stopping power required for these big, fast, heavy bikes. But they're easily upgradable and it does keep the cost down. This is a bike that comes in under £1,000. So there's only so much you can ask for. And I think for the price you get in a hell of a lot of bike. It's definitely one of my favourite bikes. I think Engwe have done an amazing job of getting this bike. It's such a competitive price point. They've done a fantastic job of that. I'm so impressed with it. We're just flying downhill, 25 miles an hour, no effort. You can see the smile on my face. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's one of the smoothest roads in Winchester as well. No potholes. It's a delight to ride down here. It really is. A little bit about the bike now, the looks of the bike. It does have that front cargo basket. And it's actually attached to the frame, not the forks. So manoeuvring the bike takes a bit of getting used to. It can get a little bit tricky manoeuvring it, but once you get the hang of it, it's all right. done like an hour's cycle talking about the bike and none of the audio recorded. It's a little bit frustrating, isn't it, when that happens? No audio, so yeah, I'll have to try and remember what I said. I was basically just talking about the bike and how much I really like it. It's just a really good looking bike. And here we go, I love coming down this hill. So quick, this is where this bike shines, it's just fast. Woo! How quick is that? The brakes are decent. With any kind of new bike, you do have to bed the brakes in. This is one of them things you have to do with all bikes, bed the brakes in. It does take a while to get full stopping performance. It's definitely one of the most fun bikes I've ridden. For a completely UK legal bike, that motor is just, oh, it's incredible. It just purrs as well. It's such a beautiful motor, so powerful. If you are looking for a budget e-bike, this is the one I'd recommend. I think it's great. I just think it's got everything. Yeah, we'll go to our normal spot and we'll do our final thoughts on the bike. But no, a week of usage so far and I'm absolutely loving it. One of the nicest bikes. It just tackles hills as well with ease. I love it. Those big tyres roll over really well. Oh. Bloody potholes though. The big plan was to actually go camping on this thing and haul all my camping gear, but I wasn't sure about the mileage. The campsite I normally go to is around about 10 miles away. And I'm not sure what their charging facilities are like in terms of batteries, because the battery just pops out. It's really easily removable. The seat goes up. It's so simple. I wasn't kind of sure what the facilities are like, so I don't want to get there with all my camping gear, because that, again, the weight of the camping gear will have an impact on the battery level. So I didn't want to get there and kind of not be able to get home, because this bike is probably impossible to ride without a kind of without the battery power, because it is such a beast and those tyres make it really heavy. I've tried to ride a fat boy bike before without a battery pack, and yeah, they're really difficult to ride. So I wasn't sure about the batteries. I need to do some more real world kind of battery tests, but I'm not sure if it's capable of doing 20 miles. Tackles off-road are right as well. Let's pull out my bag. What's my kind of opinions on the bike now? I've been riding it for well over a week. Done about 30 miles on it, so I think it kind of gives you a rough estimate about the bike. You never really truly know a bike until you do, I'd say 100 miles really. Yeah, you need to spend a little bit of time with the bike. I'm so paranoid now about my audio not recording. I filmed so much and none of it recorded. I'm so gutted, but it's one of those things, isn't it? Loads I like. Not much I don't like, but because it is a review video, I do have to point out a few things. Now, obviously, to keep the price under £1,000, they have to sacrifice a few things. And I think one of the things they've sacrificed is the hydraulic braking system. Now, Engwe, to keep that price so low, I've just stuck mechanical brakes on there, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with mechanical brakes. They stop. Well, I'm still here, so they've definitely done their job. They've stopped. I just do like the stopping power of the hydraulic brakes. For such a heavy bike and a powerful bike, even though it is only a 250 watt rear hub driven motor, it's got a lot of torque, and I always prefer just hydraulic brakes to give you that little bit of peace of mind. But nothing wrong with mechanical brakes. They do exactly what they say on the tin. They stop you. So that is one of the areas where Engwe have kind of saved a little bit of money. I did think the lack of rear suspension or a suspension seat post might have been an issue, but it really isn't. Those big fat tyres do roll over really well and kind of cushion the blow. So they do a fantastic job of giving you a comfortable ride. Literally, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I can't find any negatives apart from the hydraulic braking system, and that's not really a negative. It's just a cost-saving thing to keep the bike low. So there's not a lot I can say that I don't like about this bike. I don't want to use the term perfect because no bike is perfect, but it's bloody close. It's very, very close to perfect. Price to performance ratio, it's almost perfect. It really is. I love the style. It's stealthy. It's beautiful. The front cargo basket does take a little bit of getting used to, the manoeuvring of it, because like I said, it's attached to the actual frame, not the fork. So sometimes turning in tight spots can be a bit tricky, but once you get used to it, it's fine. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. You're going to think I'm being paid by Engwe, but I'm not. I'm honest to God, I'm not. It's a complete, honest review. No, can't do it. Can't find any negative. So let's talk about what I really do like about the bike. I love the motor. I love the way it's 25 miles an hour. It's really good at keeping up with the flow of traffic. It's a safer option in my opinion, and you can pull away quick at junctions and traffic lights. That's a major, major feature with these bikes. The gear system works really well. It's got a front and back light. It's got a front and back rack that hold a lot of weight. The battery is so easy removable. The seat just comes forward like this. You just turn that, and there you have it. The battery comes out within seconds, and you can take this in to charge. Has a couple of keys on there as well, and that's in. That literally takes seconds. Yeah, normally I'll get some nice, lovely drone shots of me on the bike. There's so many I want to try. So Engwe, if you are watching, send me another one. I love testing your products. Yeah, I mentioned it before about the handlebars. There's so much space on there to attach mounts and stuff like that. I've got my 360 camera, my phone holder, another mount. I've actually racked up 29.2 miles on the bike so far. So not bad at all. Yeah, it's got a really responsive semi-twist throttle there. That's pretty much that. I've shown you around the bike. I love the back bag as well. I literally stick all my camera gear in there when I'm out filming, and my lunch for work. It's perfect. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a massive like and comment and subscribe as well, please, and go check out the playlist for the e-bike reviews. Everything's linked below, and thank you so much for checking out this video, and thank you Engwe for sending this beast. I love it.